Maybe he has OCD. I'd count.
No, like say, like if you, why was the count always your favorite?
I don't know, because I always counted everything.
One, he. Well, what do you mean you counted everything?
I don't know, I would count. Maybe he has OCD. I'd count.
No, like say, like if you bought a package of cookies and you'd count every cookie in the fucking package of cookies.
No.
No?
No.
Not that kind of OCD?
No, I would like count to 10 backwards and forwards, or count from 100 backwards and forwards.
I could count 1 to 50 really easy, like at one time. And then, there's and then I want to go play with some kids. Oh, we're going to count to, blah, blah, blah by using like 2s. Or, or like 5s. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like, it's like, goddamn.
Did that confuse you?
Yeah, it sure did. It was hard to compute. I gotta go let Dutch in.
Come. Can you come?
Oh, it's me.
Come on. Come on,
Come on. What did you say? Big kitty this guy. You are a big fat one too. You're putting on a winter weight. He's been drinking his mama's milk. Hopefully nobody popped in on that part.
Are we live? I thought we ended.
No. We're still live. The people have been they popped in and out. See that?
Someone.
Hello, hey, he's back. Yeah. Look at this goddamn piece of shit motherfucking mask. That fucking Kiss. This is an official licensed product of Kiss. Ooh, you get to look like Paul Stanley, except this looks remotely nothing like Paul Stanley. How a normal person wouldn't be able to put this mask on at all. It'd probably tear apart.
Yeah. Looks like you'd sweat in it for 10 minutes and
It'd fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
So it already looks like it has like it's either the start or the kind of like the start of mask rot. I want to say latex.
Mm-hmm. Some people are allergic to it.
You probably are.
No. The buffering.
It wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. Could be your cell connection. It says we got a good connection.
No connection. Back online. Connection to the server timed out.
That's probably on that phone side. Two playbacks. Ain't nobody chatting though. I wish people would fucking come in and say some shit. But I bet you majority of the people doing that, they're afraid to say something on like a YouTube chat. Who knows?
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but I can't get in.
Be right back.
What is your emergency? There was a clown. There's a clown in my woods inside my house.
Indian River County is one more community on the nationwide list of creepy clown sightings.
I think it's a little too early for Halloween.
It's a scene straight out of the movies. Indian River County deputies say a clown appearing from the woods, even chasing some residents to their home, a prank they say could end badly very quickly.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
A weird sighting to say the least. Deputies have received a handful of calls just this week of clowns appearing across the county.
I think it's more, these things are more publicity than anything. But like I said, until, there's an actual crime committed, I'm not worried about it at this point.
Although Scott Rose and his girlfriend are not worried about the sightings, some of their friends are.
One of her friends won't come to the neighborhood anymore to visit their friend or their relative because of it, but yeah, it's crazy.
Deputies say what seems to be a harmless prank could end violently.
We have concerns that somebody who may think this is funny and may choose to participate in this may get hurt as a result of it.
Or land them in jail. Alex Browning, WPBF 25 News.
There are a lot of things that I can think of that are a lot scarier than clowns. I wish they would stop because they're ruining it for kids.
Sure.
They truly are.
Chaos on campus with hundreds of Penn State students in a state of panic.
Oh my God.
Over, of all things, clowns. Word spread that a creepy clown with a gun had been spotted on campus. Students were alerted to stay in their dorms and lock their doors. Other campuses across the USA were also gripped with fear over the clown sightings. At Merrimack College in Massachusetts, the reported sighting of a clown put the school on lockdown. Merrimack College advised to shelter in place. Suspicious person dressed as a clown may be armed. Await further instruction from college. New York's Deputy Police Commissioner for Counterterrorism and Intelligence, John Miller, says creepy-looking clowns are posting menacing messages on Facebook. But he says it's all a hoax and nothing to be worried about.
You all taste so much better when you're afraid.
Author Stephen King, who came up with creepy clowns in It, tweeted, "Hey guys, time to cool the clown hysteria. Most of them are good. Cheer up the kiddies, make people laugh." Tell that to the scared students at Penn State.
Creepy clowns popping up across the country. You've likely seen reports in other states of clowns freaking people out or even trying to lure children. Here in central Indiana, Metro Police are also fielding calls. But is it a concern? The Now's Mike Pelton is working for you, figuring out who is behind the mask. Mike?
Well, Candace, recently Metro Police have checked out at least 4 complaints of creepy clowns. While they haven't seen anything criminal, some say it's time to stop clowning around. Now, today I spoke with a Pittsboro woman who tells me she spotted 3 kids in clown masks driving around her neighborhood yesterday. If not a concern, it's at the very least unusual. With 3 easily spooked young children herself, she's leery of anybody putting on a clown costume, especially after recent headlines show creepy clown sightings across the country. Metro Police tell me they've only dealt recently with unfounded complaints about clowns, but on social media it's clear not everybody is laughing.
Some of them are more violent and some of them again are just harmless pranks, but nowadays with, you know, just everything that goes on, you just never know. You never know who's going to be the harmless prank and who's going to be the one with a knife that's going to, you know, do something and be violent and hurt you. So.
Yep. And it may not happen often, but Metro Police say if you come across what you deem as a creepy clown, look for or record suspicious behavior. They also point out that Halloween, Candace, is just around the corner. Clowns, of course, come with it. And what makes clowns so creepy in the first place? Today we talked with a psychologist. We're going to have that part of the story coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. For now, we're live downtown. For the Now Windy, Mike Pelton, RTV6.
They're unable to perform their job correct. They can't do it properly without having fear.
And for Thompson, she says she will have to take her kids to school on her own until this issue is resolved.
They'll follow you everywhere you go until you get on the bus. And it's kind of like treating them like they're babies, but I just want them to be safe.
In Macon, Carlisha Booz, 41, NBC News.
The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says deputies will be patrolling the area to make sure kids remain safe. Sheriff's Deputy.
The clown sighting here in Laurel County Sunday night actually follows some recent similar situations in North and South Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama. Now, in those cases, police in those states received reports of people actually trying to lure kids into the woods. Now, this did not happen here in Laurel County. But the woman we spoke with says the sight of a clown standing so close to a busy roadway was simply terrifying.
I was in a state of shock. I didn't know what to do. Like I said, I didn't think anybody would believe me about it. I took a picture, didn't plan on posting it until others told me that they started seeing the same thing.
The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says they have not received complaints about clowns, but they say they are aware of what is going on in other states. They do not think the person was necessarily doing anything illegal.
And if it becomes a problem in the area where it's causing a danger for motorists, then we'll have to get involved.
I also learned today that police in Pulaski County received a complaint of 3 people in clown costumes acting very suspiciously. We're going to have a lot more on that coming up at 6 o'clock, but for now, in Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Tonight, a story we've been talking a lot about. Creepy clown sightings around the country, and now a new clown has surfaced. And if you're heading to bed shortly, this picture is bound to give you nightmares. 20-year-old Jonathan Martin is now under arrest. Police say he was caught lurking in the woods near an apartment complex in Kentucky last week. Martin is now charged with wearing a mask in public and disorderly conduct. There have been reports of clowns trying to lure children now in 6 different states, including Pennsylvania.
That sure is a creepy photo. So what about the clowns right here in Western New York? As 7 Eyewitness News reporter Hannah Bueller found out this evening, not everyone is down with the clowns.
People have different opinions when it comes to clowns.
I think they're kind of cute. They do silly stuff.
I think they're scary. Most we talk to say they're not a fan.
They're just really creepy.
Do you like clowns?
No.
Very weird, their faces and stuff.
And especially when it comes to scary, creepy clowns, most people don't really like that.
Is there a clown gonna jump out and scare me now? No. Okay. And recently, those creepy clowns have been popping up in mysterious places across the nation. Reports of people dressing as clowns in several states trying to lure children and adults into wooded areas is having an impact on local performers, especially for people like Connie Morrow, otherwise known as Pumpkin, who relies on her local clown business.
But I get a lot of questions from the parents. What's going on? Who are these people? Why are they doing this?
Pumpkin entertains at children's birthday parties and other activities. She says parents have been worried about recent incidents making headlines across the country.
They are questioning it about why are they doing this, and are those real clowns, and are you doing it? And well, no, I'm not doing it.
Morrow says the majority of clowns are good ones who care about children and just want to make them smile.
But a real clown will never ever try to scare the kids.
There have not been any reports of this clown activity in Western New York. The closest is Bradford, Pennsylvania, where police there say there are rumors of clown activity, but nothing confirmed.
We're going to put a clown nose on Hannah.
Meantime, clowns like Pumpkin want to assure parents that most entertaining clowns are fun and safe. Pumpkin says if parents are still worried, they can ask the clown for a background check. Reporting in West Seneca, Hannah Bueller, 7 Eyewitness News.
Parents are understandably disturbed about a creepy clown profile on Facebook that's included threats aimed at both a school and individuals. In fact, one mother says her son has received direct messages making her want to keep him out of school. 13 Action News reporter David Schumann explains why some parents are not taking this lightly.
They said they know where we live and they're at our window to check our window. So, you know, we don't want to go outside and stuff.
Lindsay Welch's son was on his way home from Chaparral High School when we spoke. She didn't even want him to go in after receiving a message that says, "I know where you live, I'll cut you."
Somebody shouldn't make threats like that, you know, whether they're real or fake.
It's hard to say how real it is because the person on the other end of the message is a clown. Whoever is behind the Garbo the Clown profile posted threats to Chaparral students this week that went viral.
They said that there was like a gun threat or something 7th period, and then so everybody was starting to freak out.
Clark County School District Police told me they're aware of the post and have officers looking into it, but at this time there's no reason to believe that it's a credible threat.
There's no way that somebody's going to be able to sneak in to the school just like a giant clown. If kids think about it, they realize that it's fake.
For Lindsay right now, it's all too real.
I'm not sure if it's a joke or if it's somebody, you know, in the school, the children in the school or what, but they're sending pretty scary messages.
Near Flamingo and Sandhill, David Schumann, 13 Action News.
Creepy clowns staring at a local family as they eat dinner in their home. Just the latest in a rash of sightings from the South Bay to the North County. 10 News reporter Emily Thode is live in Imperial Beach. Emily?
So the creepy clown peered around this corner and stared at the sun inside the home through the screen door.
I was in shock and just froze up and just looked straight ahead, and then I didn't know what to say.
Blake Ratliff of Imperial Beach loves Halloween.
This is 3 witches that talk.
But he hates the creepy clown. It showed up on his doorstep Thursday night about 9.
It was like and at first I thought, I was hearing something, so I ignored it. And then it happened again. That's when I turned around and looked out the screen door, and there was a clown peering around from the side of the house, looking straight at me.
A man about 5'8".
It had red hair.
Wearing a clown mask.
And then red glowing eyes.
It just stood there staring at Blake.
I just sat there, and then it went around the corner and left, and we ran and locked the door and called the sheriff.
Last weekend in Carmel Valley, some teen boys wearing clown masks chased some adolescent boys at Sage Canyon Park.
It's got me kind of worried.
Blake fears the creepy clowns may even ruin Halloween.
Now I'm just wondering about the poor kids. They're probably not going to want to trick or treat.
And one of the parents of one of the boys in Carmel Valley told me that they too called 911 and made a police report. I'm live in Imperial Beach. Emily Thode, 10 News.
All right, you know about this. It's brand new. It's the creepy clown craze, and it's taking over cities from coast to coast. I know. And it's now claiming a major clown casualty.
Fast food icon Ronald McDonald is barred now from making public appearances until the hysteria dies down.
Melissa Ettizy from our affiliate WNYW is live in Nutley, New Jersey with more on that and how police are cracking down on the spooky clown sightings. Good morning, Melissa.
Isn't this a shame? Everybody loves Ronald McDonald, but like you said, he's the most recent victim. This has been happening all over the country. The most recent incident actually in Manhattan. Now this whole creepy clown craze is infecting businesses as well, I should say impacting fast food giant McDonald's, releasing a statement that they are keeping their mascot, the beloved Ronald McDonald, under wraps for now, limiting his public appearances for the time being. They didn't give a timeline for how long they plan to do this, but in the statement they said, quote, they are mindful of the current climate around the clown sightings in communities and as such are being respectful. Now, scary clowns were first reported in the U.S. in August and have spread around the world. Some reports of clowns trying to lure kids into the woods have spread paranoia for police departments all across the country. Here in New Jersey, actually, the police department was sending out letters to parents within the school district stating that although they haven't seen any incidents or heard anything, they're prepared if they do. Now, some stores have chosen to stop selling scary Halloween masks, but on the flip side, the large Halloween costume chain Halloween Express says they've seen a 300% increase in sales. So they're choosing to capitalize on this situation. Some other people are not. When will this all end? Some people are saying hopefully after Halloween. There is no word on if this clown craze will continue. Send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Melissa Ettizy live in Nutley, New Jersey. Thank you very much.
Guess the Hamburglar and Grimace are just going to have to take over, right?
What a
Is the Hamburglar still there?
What is going on with the clown thing?
I don't get it.
It's so
I don't
weird.
either.
But they're scary.
They
Pretty
are
scary. Pretty
well, that's
scary.
because Stephen King released that movie when I was in high school or middle school or something. And did y'all
Is
ever
that
watch
where
it?
this started?
Oh my gosh, that clown is so creepy. And he
Which
has the
one?
sharp teeth. She showed a picture of it. Oh my word, he lived in the drains under the streets, and every time I walked by the drain in front of my parents' house, I always thought he was going to come out and grab my leg.
I think that's a legitimate concern.
Yes.
To be honest.
First tonight, creepy clown sightings are happening across the country, and it is no laughing matter. Creepy clowns and threats online will continue to grow.
Creepy clown
Yet another
sightings.
clown sighting in our area.
No laughing matter.
Whispering in the
Police are
woods.
worried.
Creepy
Threatening schools in
It
Dallas.
just really sounds
There's a lot
scary.
of fear, as
Multiple
you
calls
can imagine.
reporting clowns on
Had
campus.
a red
One of
nose
them
that
had
matched his
all
hair,
painted like
also
space.
holding a
I
baseball
saw
bat.
two clowns.
Terrorizing
I just
threat.
took off and ran.
Police say this is getting out of control.
There's no hard evidence that any of these so-called clowns actually exist.
they're taking this very seriously.
Creepy clown chaos has been hitting TV screens across the country. But here in Nashville, there's a group of clowns that want you to know they're not creepers. News Channel 5's Alexander Cohen is live over at Municipal Auditorium where the Shrine Circus has come to town. Alexandra, I know the clowns are there, right?
The Clown Act will go on, Rory. A lot of people have lined up here to hang out with the clowns, and they tell me they're here to laugh.
How you do it? No. I'm going to play with all the children. Each and every one of the children. That's what I'm here for, and the old people.
You heard him. He's the star of the show.
Oh, my God. He's running. Get in the car.
Hang up the... Call 911.
Creepy clown sightings across the country have communities on edge.
All clowns are good. Just the people are bad.
For Danny Slapstick Gentry, these reports are a shame.
You can even turn Santa Claus into a devil if you want to.
At 70 years old, he traded in a pistol for a prop.
I spent 31 years with the police department and retired in 2000. And I waited till retirement to be able to become a Shriner because I know that it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, a lot of hard work.
He volunteers as a clown at local hospitals and the circus.
How can anybody be afraid of me?
His goal, to bring a smile to people who are sad. But this week, he's the one who needs cheering up.
They're sick. They're very sick.
At the Shrine Circus this weekend, he hopes no one will treat him differently.
I think he's coming.
He has a message for the creepy clown culprits if they continue.
You wouldn't have a circus. We are the circus.
All right, what time does this start tonight?
7:30.
And you have a lot of people who came out here to see you.
Oh, there's quite a few, but I think the more the merrier, and they're coming in, beginning to come in. They'll start really pouring in here in about another 30 minutes.
All right, thank you so much. Reporting live, Alexander Cohen, News Channel 5.
Damaris, a 25-year-old woman from Providence who did not want to give her full name, was doing an interview with ABC6 Wednesday night describing an alleged clown attack from the night before.
I don't know what they came here for. I don't know what they wanted from me. It was a scary thing because I didn't expect that to happen to me at all.
As she started to give more details of the incident, everything started to unravel on Arald Street. Our cameras rolling as an unidentified woman attacked Damaris on her porch, calling her, among other things, a liar. Not long after that, several men pulled up, joining the fight.
How they know there were clowns in my house? Huh? They got fingerprints. It better not been you.
The fighting continued down the street. One man pulled a switchblade. Damaris seen here walking back to her home bloody.
That's one of the guys that came to my home. That's one of them right there.
So much, Tyler. Well, clowns have been accused of scaring people in several local communities, but in Hocking County, a witness says he saw a clown standing over the body of a dead dog.
NBC4 spoke with the dog's owner, who says her mixed breed dog was found near her yard, clubbed to death. Our Rick Reitzold in Hocking County checking out the death and the clown sighting.
A dog was killed near this intersection early Friday morning, and a man driving by says he saw a clown standing over the dog's body. But another neighbor tells me he's not convinced. Neighbor Harry Nyheiser says the ground was covered in dew, and at that time, just the dog's owner had been the only one near the body.
I seen a track going in and a track going out, and it ended at the driveway. And I went up there and looked in the field behind her where she said he went, and no tracks, no nothing.
The witness, who says he saw the clown, tried to stop his vehicle, but claims the clown ran at him and he sped off. Nyheiser, an avid deer hunter, says neighbors were stunned when they were alerted.
With a phone call about 4:30, and said there was a clown clubbed the dog to death, and he's standing in the yard.
The dog's owner says he was a 2-year-old mixed breed named Lincoln, saying his death has her very upset and a lot of neighbors frightened.
So right away everybody gets shook up and nobody come with guns or nothing, but
He has his own theory about how the dog died.
well, a car hit that dog because he right where the blood is where he laid.
On the side of the roadway. The Hocking County Sheriff's Office is still investigating this death and has yet to interview that witness in the car. In Hocking County, Rick Reitzel, NBC4.
Stephen and Carolyn, certainly no laughing matter. I can tell you police have their hands full with these possible sightings. Let me get to the first one. Detectives were out here for several hours along with officers looking for any sign of a possible clown. Right now, I am at Sterling Estates on Normandy and Sterling Heights. Behind me is where the 9-year-old boy lives, his mother and him claiming that a clown attacked him. If we can go over here, just to kind of give you a view of what he was telling us, is somewhere behind here he was playing on a tree, and that's where that clown came and attacked him with a knife. We have some video from earlier tonight when officers were out here. I'm being told by that boy and his mother this allegedly happened around 6:40, 7 o'clock tonight. That 9-year-old boy claiming he was climbing a tree with another young friend, and when he came down, a person was there dressed as a clown. He didn't say anything, walked up to him, cut him on his arm, and then ran away. That 9-year-old boy telling me tonight, at least claiming, that that man had a clown mask on, had a red nose that matched his hair. He had on colorful pants and a shirt that had squares all over it. Here's what else his mother and him told me just a few hours ago. So you're saying that this is a clown attacked you here tonight and cut you with a knife?
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people take this very seriously, so you have to be honest. You're not making this up at all. Are you making this up?
No.
You really saw a guy come after you with a clown outfit on tonight.
Yeah.
How scared were you?
I was like a lot scared.
What if he would have had a knife to his throat or something and he would have actually done more damage? He could have killed my kid. You know, apparently this ain't the only clown that was in the park today. There was another one, the officer said, that was over on that block, offered a kid a bottle of water. The kid ran away, though.
So police say this is getting out of control. They're trying to figure out if this is some harmless fun or something more sinister. I can tell you the family is claiming it's more sinister. Another report that happened tonight around 8:15, about 90 minutes after this alleged attack. I'm told around 17 Mile and Ryan, two women were walking in that area, and 3 men wearing scary clown masks, also holding a baseball bat, chased after those women, yelling something at them, beating on a fence with the bat. Thankfully, those women were able to get away. So as you can hear from all of these reported sightings, police have their hands full tonight. Let's send it back to you guys in the studio.
You're so right about that, Aaron. You got to hope these are not copycat cases, and it just really sounds scary.
Yeah, it's definitely escalating right here. As a matter of fact, Aaron, we do have.
Scary clowns fueling both fear and fascination. The hysteria has swept across the country, and now this social media frenzy has surfaced right here in San Diego County.
10 News reporter Candace Crone is live with the worries that it's causing among local kids. Candace?
Yeah, the clown craze has gained popularity. Imagine you're just walking along, minding your own business, then all of a sudden a face like that jumps out to scare you. Well, for some, that's their worst nightmare. As the Lemon Grove Little Leaguers gear up for Sunday's game, playing ball isn't the only thing on their minds.
It kind of freaks me out to think like, whoa, is there someone behind me?
The girls say social media posts like these showing scary clowns who say they're in San Diego County have them spooked. This one states, "We're coming for you."
I heard stories from my friends at how they saw clowns, and it's kind of creepy and it's just weird. I don't get why people would do that.
People in more than 24 states have reported seeing the creepy characters. In most cases, it's all a hoax, but it has turned serious in others. Texas State University sent this letter to students warning them someone was attacked at a housing complex by a man wearing a clown costume. And in Philadelphia, police took a 13-year-old girl into custody for allegedly using scary clowns on social media to threaten local schools.
It kind of makes me concerned, like at night, I kind of feel like it's hard for me to sleep. Like if I hear something, I'm like, whoa. Or like if I have my light on, they'll see outside my window.
The girls say they hope the clown craze doesn't turn violent and that eventually it will lose popularity. Until then, they plan to be extra vigilant, especially with Halloween just weeks away.
I am concerned about like people around me and how they might be attacked by a clown or how I might be attacked by a clown, and it's weird. It's like a horror movie.
There's a lot of crazy people out there that have sick minds that just like to do things for their own crazy pleasure, you know, and it gets me thinking like, why?
And Chula Vista police say that they've received calls from parents concerned about these social media posts, but Chula Vista police and San Diego police say so far they have not received any clown-related incidences. Reporting live tonight, Candace Crone, 10 News.
I was kind of thinking, you know, this might be when I die. I was really scared.
Kristen Mangan is recovering tonight after what she calls a terrifying attack. She says she was walking home from a friend's house Thursday night when she spotted a man wearing a clown mask with curly hair and fake blood.
So I started running and he yelled, hey, come back here.
The teen says she took off running, cutting through this alley, climbing up this brick wall, trying to get away when
I tripped and he grabbed my ankle. Got back up. I was able to like kick his hand off of my ankle. And I ran back and I started running.
Her house is several blocks around the corner. Crying and upset when she got there, she told her parents everything.
A clown just chased my daughter.
She's good about checking in exactly on time, so I'm gonna say like 3 minutes after she didn't come home, I started to get that parent instinct like something was going on.
Seymour says she never would have imagined something like this happening to her child.
I was scared, but mostly more angry than anything because she's only a kid.
Kristen tells me she's afraid to leave her house now. Coming up at 6, hear why police say this clown prank needs to come to a stop. Live in Delaware, Tyler Crowder, NBC4.
Thank you, Tyler. This is not the first clown sighting in central Ohio. Just last week in Hocking County, a witness says she saw a clown standing over the body of a dead dog. The dog's owner says that animal was beaten to death. There have also been threatening posts on social media targeting Grove City and Westerville. And last month in Columbus, police tell us that a man wearing a clown mask, armed with a knife, chased a teenager who was walking to a bus stop.
A frankly bizarre problem we've been telling you about, these clown sightings that really have communities across the country on edge. NBC's Joe Fryer has the latest on it. Joe, good morning.
Savannah, good morning. Those creepy clowns are making headlines from coast to coast now. In some cases, there are actual clown sightings. In many other places, just hoaxes. Either way, police are paying attention and making arrests. With Halloween still a few weeks away, the creepy clown craze is causing quite a scare.
Our children shouldn't be terrified. Stay away from our schools. This is not the place.
Michigan police are investigating after a boy says he was scratched by a clown wielding a butter knife.
He grabbed my wrist, and then he used the other hand too. He dragged the knife from my arm slowly.
In New Jersey, officers say men wearing these masks drove around town scaring other drivers. And in New York State, photos of an armed clown made the rounds on social media. Police say it was a teenager holding a BB gun, and he has apologized. Meanwhile, some schools across the country are receiving online threats from people posing as clowns. So far, police have not considered most of the threats credible, but many schools are boosting security.
We deployed our resources, we vetted out the threat, we called FBI, Joint Terrorism Task Force. We take the threat seriously.
No one's laughing in New Haven, Connecticut, where schools ban students from wearing clown costumes or masks this Halloween season. The Carolinas are considered ground zero for the clown crisis. Scary sightings here in August prompted neighbors to call 911.
I was about to check for a clown. I seen wearing a red nose and all white clothing in the woods with a brown box. Asking for kids if they want ice cream.
Police departments are working to calm fears. So is author Stephen King, the man who wrote the horror novel It and created the book's terrifying character Pennywise the Clown.
Aren't you going to say hello?
King tweeted, "Hey guys, time to cool the clown hysteria. Most of them are good. Cheer up the kiddies. Make people laugh." A sentiment echoed by friendly professional clowns.
Mostly I feel bad for the kids that have to deal with being scared of these mentally ill people. It's annoying to us as real clowns, and it makes us sad that we even have to address this.
Police across the country have been tracking down and arresting teens who are making online threats against schools. They've also arrested some of those who are dressing up as clowns and scaring people in person. In fact, one man in Kentucky was charged not only with disorderly conduct, but with wearing a mask in public, which is a city ordinance. Matt and Savannah.
All right, Joe, thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.
Creepy clowns. It's a phenomenon sweeping the country right now with thousands of alleged sightings, and now there are reports right here in Fort Wayne.
News Channel 15's Holly Campbell joins us live on the city's southeast side.